Hello guys, I'm going to share like how functions play a key role in implementation of Java programs. So here now I'm going to show that. Uh, so I've used Eclipse for running my code. It's an IDE. So here I'm going to include my package. My package name is functions, which I have declared here. So functions is my package name. And again, I need to declare my class. So my class name could be my public class. It's a public class. I have given my class as a class modifier as public, so I can access it easily. So public class, and I have named it as books. So now I'm going to add two numbers. I need to give the sum of two numbers. So initially, the syntax of function returns. So initially, we need to include the return type of the function. So I need to return the sum of two integers. So I have declared my function name as sum. So I need to return the sum, right? So here my return type would be integer. So int will be my return value, return type. So here I need to enter the parameters of the particular sum we need to print. So here I'll declare it as int x comma int y. So here I need to open the curly braces. And here we got some error, right? This method must return a type of int result type int. So we need to have some time for that. So initially I have declared it as int sum of x comma y. So here I need to enter some statement for our understanding system.out.println. Now the sum of the two parameters is. So here, as I'm going to return or print the summation of or the addition of integers x and y. So here I need to enter this x and y semicolon as follows. And the main thing here, we got an error, right? This method must return a result of type int. So this could be a hint for us. So like now I need to return what were we returning here? So what was the return statement here? Integer. Return type is int, right? So here, what were we printing or what were we returning the value x plus y? So what was the data type of x plus y? Integer. So we need to return this x plus y. We need to return those values, right? X plus y. Now I need to initialize my main statements. Public static void main string args. Right, this was the main thing where the program starts. Main program, right? We have known the basics of this. So here the main thing starts here. So when the main program enters here, public static void main string args. So here scanner sc equal to new scanner system dot in. Here what happened here? Right, class create scan. Right here, I have used this scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. So here we got an error here, right? Red line. So many of you think that there's some mistakes in writing this, like spelling mistakes or any unknown variable mistakes or local variable need to be declared. But that's not the thing. So I'll reveal it in the end of my video. So here I have initialized the scanner sc. So what does it mean? It's like scanf statements in C language. So it resembles like that. So it's in Java, scanner sc equal to new scanner. So here I'll initialize a local variable integer a equal to next thing, next sc dot. See here I have initialized sc. So if you have initialized in, you can use here in. So it depends upon the initialization of a variable. So sc dot next int. Here I have declared a local variable int a, and again int b equal to sc dot next int of. I have used the same methods. See here I have initialized the variable data type as integer, and here since I have used integer I have used here int and next now. So now I'll call the function. So where is the function here? See, sum is the function of our entire program now. Now calling the function, right? Now what's our function name? Sum of. So what are our values there? X and y. But here we need to initialize our integer a and b as we have declared here, right? So a and b. Now even though we got this error, right? Scanner cannot be resolved to a type, right? Here. So we need to import the scanner package. Import Java dot fill dot scanner, right? Okay. I have added extra E here. Scanner. Now my entire errors were gone. There's no error in our program as I think cannot make a static reference to the non-static. Fine, fine, okay, okay. So here I need to initialize the static method. Yeah, now I was aware of this now. Okay, so I need to save the program and we are going to run this. Okay, so it's better to add some system.out.println, enter the values of A and B, right? So this is used to how to say, this can be useful for the user to get some reference about this statements when to enter the values of A and B. So here I'm giving my value of A as 15 and B as 20. Yes, the sum of the two parameters. See now, where does this sum of two parameters is 35? We were known of this value 35. So how it is? We gave the A value as 15 and B value as 20, right? So here A plus B means 35. But what have I given the output statement? Enter the values of A and B. But here the sum of the two parameters is 35. So we need to check for the function call. So here, let me explain the program. So here, this is a public is a modifier, access modifiers. So this is going to return system.out.println, enter the values of A and B. This can be for our understanding. So it can be optional depending upon the user. Okay, right? Here scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. So what does it mean? It's like an input statement. It takes the input. It takes the input from user. Okay, right? So integer data type is assigned to the variable A is equal to SC. So many of you think that SC is only used in this. So we can use any of the variable. So dot next int. Okay, right? So I have used the same technique for integer B. So what's the reason for using only two variables in my program, in my main parameters? So if I have initialized another variable, namely int C equal to SC dot next int, right? Here I have initialized this. Now I'll run this. Let me check with this. See, so there might be an error. I have guessed this. So there might be an error and it is confirmed. See here, I gave my function name as sum. So it calls the function. It moves to the static int sum. It gives the function call. So when it gives the function call, what were the parameters here? A, B, C. There were three parameters here. But when it comes to the function call, the function has included only two of the parameters here, integer x and integer y. So there's an error, exception in thread main.java. So what does it return? The method sum int comma int in the type books is not applicable for the arguments. See, like main, we can easily understand by seeing this error. See here, it is in there were three integer data types declared in the main program. See, so when the function was called back, so here there was only two integer arguments or two integer parameters that needs to be called. So there's no possibility for this. So in case if a user need to get three of the values, so there's a process of initializing or declaring a third parameter for this. So now we can get this out, right? Yeah, A, B, and C, right? Enter the values of A, B, and C. I'm going to enter the values 10, 15, and 20, right? Right. Just a second. Just a second. There's an error from this side. I need to give this output statement x plus y plus z, and I need to change the return value plus z. Right. Sorry for this. Okay. B and C, 10, 15, and 20. Right. So when we come to this main line, 10, 15, and 20, the sum of the parameters, this function is called. So integer x, it means integer a. What did we give? 10. And integer y. what did we give? 15. And integer z, what does we give? 20. So 10 plus 15, 25 plus 20, 45. So 45 is stored in the sum of the three parameters is 45. So this is how function is used in Java. So here this sum is named as the function name. Integer is known as the return type. So here, when we initialize this int as a return type, we need to return those values, the integer values. So this is the main part of returning x plus yz plus z. Okay, right? So when we initialize this public static void main, this main program, the starting part of the head of the program starts from the main. So when the compiler starts executing from the main program, here the first statement printed is here. And the second thing is user will give the input through runtime, and after that the function is getting called, and here then after we'll get into sum. After this, when there are three parameters, all these three parameters will take the values of a, b, and c from the user, which was given by us in the runtime. So all these three values were entered into x plus y plus z. So we can return the value of x plus y plus z when we give this return statement. And we have a chance that we can change the values of x plus y plus z through the function or in the function. So we can change the values of, like, just we can see this right now. Here I have given the values of x as 8 and y as 12 and z as 100, right? So we have changed the values of x, y, z when compared with a, b, and c. Let's check, right? Here I'm giving the values of a, b, and c completely different with x, y, and z, which I have given in the program, right? So the value of x there is 8, but here I'm giving the value of a is 10, right? And the value of y there is 12. Here I'm giving the value of y is 15, and there the value of z is 100, but here c I'm giving the value of z is 0. So c is 0. So as per our result, as per the previous program which I have explained, the result should be, yes, 25, right? So let's check. The result is sum of three parameters is 120. So how is it possible? Like many of you think that. So what's the reason behind that? So when I call this sum a, b, c as the previous explained, but when I call this sum here, integer x, y, z, both three parameters were initialized through integer data type. But here I have given this x equal to 8, y equal to 12, and z equal to 100. This particular main program is only used for function calling, just for function calling. And if there is no variable from or no input from the function in the function, then the function inherits the values of this user input through the main program, right? So here there were values inside the function. So compiler completely checks the value inside the function. So the value of x is modified from 10 to 8, and the value of y is modified from 12 to 15 to 12. The value of c is modified from 0 to 100. Now the sum of the three parameters is x plus y plus z. So in case I haven't yet returned this statement, there's no possibility that we could get the output here. Since this is the main key part of the program. Return value is the main key part of this function concept, right? Hope you understand this, and please like, share, and subscribe my video. Thank you.